She-Hulk turns on the spider signal to grab Pete's attention so that her friend Pug can tell Spidey that he wants to repay him for saving his life by helping him sue J. Jonah Jameson in court, which Peter immediately accepted, talking to MJ about what he's gonna do with the money while Pug is stressing about the case, asking She-Hulk if she could take first chair on the court date. Jonah was obviously pissed, while Scorpion figured it's a great way to take two of his enemies at once, and so on the first day of trial, Pug brings out Jonah's son to prove that Spidey actually saved him from a space capsule crash and wasn't the one to sabotage the crash like Jonah had went on to claim later. Pug then continued bringing out witnesses that ultimately proved how Jonah had sparked up fake news about Spider-Man and accused him of things villains like Dr. Doom had done solely to sell more papers and make more money, before finally bringing Spidey himself to the stand, where Jonah quickly complained about the mask, asking how they'd know if it's really him, until Pug brought out an Avengers issue scanner and confirmed his identity. Spidey then went through Daily Bugle front pages, pointing out the fake ones, before finally concluding that Jonah only hates him because he is black, stressing the hell out of Jonah until he laughed it off. But that's when Jonah's lawyer shot back, mentioning how Spidey had been harassing Jonah with web in his chairs and how he brought terrifying aliens to Earth like Venom. Spidey and Jennifer, however, had to take a break and go stop Scorpion from reaching the court by telling him that Jonah is about to get sued for $300 million and then knocking him out. Meanwhile, Pug destroyed Jonah by highlighting how he indirectly funded supervillains and how many of his workers were connected to villains, including Peter Parker, who was Doc Ock's nephew by marriage. Peter was therefore ready to soon receive the money until he got news that he had been served, forcing him to show up on the second day of the trial because he was Jonah's photographer, where Pug brought up how Peter had faked some photos of Spidey and was many times caught dressed up as Spider-Man himself, which Peter couldn't justify, ultimately letting Pug include him in the lawsuit as well, and so he had no choice but to get suited up and tell Pug and She-Hulk that even though they're winning, he wants to settle, but on the condition of Peter and Jonah dressing up as chickens and handing out apologies.